Over the summer, I traded a 1970s Lincoln Town car. Had a decent motor in it, but it didn't run or drive, but it spun freely, but had a little bit of rot, and scrap value was maybe $150 at the time. And a gentleman wanted to trade it for his snowmobile, which was a ZRT600. It was the triple. It was 1999. I got to ride it a little bit, got it working well. I knew there needed to be some work done on it, but I wanted a snowmobile and I wasn't going to go out and buy one. It also came with a really nice helmet. It had the plug in it so you could heat it so it wouldn't fog up. But unfortunately, on one of our rides, that is the idler gear, that sheared. And these pins, that one sheared. And the retainer clip here, that got warped. And unfortunately, this is my reverse gear, 55 tooth, has a little bit of damage. Now, he had warned me that it was finicky to get into reverse, and I didn't know much about it, and I rode it, and sure enough, when these engaged, it stripped it out. So, all said and done on this table here, these couple pieces was $450 from Articat. Now, I searched everywhere to get something cheaper. This alone was over $170, and I found it for 70 bucks brand new with the bearing inside of it. All this here was another 30, and this was $250. Now, and a couple little miscellaneous hardwares, because this actually bent the retaining screws that were in it. Now this I have not found yet. It's only got stripped out 5 gears. Now, I'm half tempted to file them down and don't use reverse and just enjoy the last little bit of snow that's here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and see if everything matches and possibly put this together today. So I just opened up my parts and the pins look to be perfect. That's what they need to look like. They're actually the same height, same diameter, everything looks good. These are just very worn. That clip and that clip, they look similar, but when I did some research, let's try to do this one-handed, I'm sorry. You can see how the right side is bowed out pretty bad. And what that does is it lifts it up for the retaining and it causes these pins not to engage properly. So, easy fix. I got some nice pins. I got 3 of those, so that'll be an easy fix. That's scrap. These I'm going to hold on to. God forbid I shear another one. That was loud when that went. Now my issue is there was only one option, one part number for this, and they're not the same. I don't know if you can see that. Let me put something behind it. See the height difference? That is not good for me, so I have to do some research. Everything else is the same. The depth of that is the same, so I gotta see, maybe possibly I can put a shim kit in and get all this to be the same. I don't know. This doesn't look so hot for me. I'll get back to you. Now, you can see with the newer one, it'll sit a little nicer. It'll sit like that, compared to the old stripped out one that sits like that. And here's the new again. Alright. There's the new versus the old. So here's the new part assembled. You can see let the new pins go down nice. A lot better than the old ones. So those, I'm gonna keep the two as spares. God forbid I shear another one. So there's that. A lot better than that beat up one. Now this reverse gear, very expensive. So what I'm going to try to do is just file off some of these raised points. And I have 4, maybe 5 compromised teeth. So I'm going to file them down and just use what I can. Maybe I just won't use reverse only in emergencies until I can find a better alternative to that. So I'm going to file them down. And I don't recommend this, but like I said, the sled's super cheap, so why not try to do that? Here's all my parts cleaned up, ready to go. Has somewhere there, filed it down, shouldn't hit. Got a couple broken teeth on those. I'm gonna put it together and not use reverse unless if I need to. Winter's almost over, so I'll spend the summer trying to locate this 55 tooth, so I can be ready to go. Here's my old pieces here. I would say that's pretty bad. I got the extra pins. They're trash. That's garbage. Only difference I see on my part that I picked up here is it came with this larger washer compared to that, which is a lot thinner. And came with instructions and everything, so I'll maybe actually read them. Just because there's some discrepancy in the height of those. So I'm thinking you put that on, they're about the same. So let me go outside. GoPro's gonna die. I'll make sure I get all good shots of the gearbox, so if anyone else has any problems, you can zoom in. And I took a bunch on my cell phone, so if anyone has trouble, you can send me a message or something, and I can show you the inside of an unmolested gearbox as well. And then if you guys want, just put it in the comments, and I'll give you parts numbers to everything. Originally it was supposed to be $450, $455, and so far I'm only in it less than $100. So let's see where we're at.